I'm so glad you're here, Jake. Oh, hey, Melly. How's it going? Hello, 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 and I welcome everyone to what might very well be, may or may not be, the final episode, final stream of AI the Somnium Files. I don't know if you have really seen AI the Somnium Files, Melly. I will say it is a roller coaster ride and a half. I have absolutely loved it. It's popping. I'm doing all right. This is a bit of a this is a bit sudden. I did not think I was going to be streaming this tonight, but some plans have fallen through, so I saw an opportunity. Test game audio. I should probably at least turn on my TV as well. I might want to see the game on my TV screen. We good. We good. See the game? Nah. We don't need eyes where we're going. Just the imagination. Just, you think I can imagine anything that has been happening? Alright. Oh god, where did I... Oh yeah, I was messing around because I wanted to see about... Yeah, right. You got the gist at this point, right? More or less. Very strong fever dream. Oh. I'll figure it out. I'll probably figure it out. That sure was the sing machine. Once again, they're gonna let me look at all the stuff. That's the door. There's actually another door that will take you this. Blah blah blah. Boss and Pewter, no way to be seen. Where'd they go? Boss, Pewter, what are you two doing? I don't trust either of you right now. Not in this timeline. Well, I don't trust Boss in the other timeline either. But still. So yes, last time we were talking to Hitomi and got some big revelations, namely about the actual original Cyclops serial killer, one Saito Sajima, and about her dear friend, her dear past friend Monica Iwai, who I honestly had forgotten was actually mentioned like earlier in the game. One thing I've been doing to kind of prep for this is that I've been actually watching Novella Cypher's playthrough of AI the Somnium Files. I haven't gone and like seen all of it, at least not up to like the point I'm currently in, but just kind of like re-review it. It's a little funny that like we almost go in like the exact opposite order. Yeah, there was totally a point where, like, in one of... I think it was, like, the start of, like, the really bad... It was, like, at some point, like, during, like, the really bad route, like, where all the people were dying that, like... Hitomi mentioned, like, she had lost an old friend of hers, Monica Iwai. I had honestly forgotten about that. It was so long ago. Need to kind of get, like, a little bit of a refresher course on stuff that has long since passed, so, like I said, I never even... didn't quite finish it all the way, but yeah. All right, Tomi saying quietly. Let's talk about. So, I mean, we kind of know why Rohan removed Monica's eye. Rohan had a thing for women's eyes, right?
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that. Continuing Sunday's events.
You probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back under the hood of the forklift. Then I left.
Yeah, I imagine the
Makes
other
sense.
route, like, he told me does a lot of things that she did in this route, but we don't find any of it, so...
It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
Crazy family resemblance there. I guess that explains... I think I mentioned it before. I always find it weird that Hitomi looks so plain compared to Iris.
Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night.
That explains a lot.
Simple.
Oh, something I meant to do was I wanted to quickly check the file to see... What is Hitomi again? Now 37, so... That's not... 37 minus 18... No, yeah, 9... Yeah, that was like 19, so... That just occurred to me, like, was the answer staring me in the face all along? Was Hitomi just, like, too young to have had Iris at that point? Anyway, did you mention the part about you blackmailing So to Renju at any point?
No, I did not.
No, that was
All
a
this
you
was
thing.
my
That was all
idea.
for Iris. No reason to get Renju involved in that.
There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with
You know, the
Renju
other
and
thing
So.
that's literally staring me in the face I never noticed until, like, very recently was the fact that Monica was missing the right eye, which they explicitly mentioned before as being a case of, like, the original Cyclops serial killer. Good paying attention skills. Head for the exit.
Wait,
What are we doing, Date?
where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have
She's
no
still
idea
missing,
where
huh?
She is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
I don't know why I always have the, like, tendency, I have the urge to look at everything, even when I kind of know that there's probably not going to be much good dialogue. Do you know where Iris
At
is?
around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Ah,
Renju.
right. She's with
We don't know that
Renju
for
and
certain.
probably Uncle.
It could be number 89.
Either way, Iris is in danger right
Doing.
now.
It's like Eighth Attorney. Just gotta look at everything and then talk. Exactly. Gotta examine the room for secrets. Exactly. You two get me.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me.
Yes.
The culprit knows me?
I
It
mean,
must be Renju.
you're kind of the lead investigator. And yeah, I mean, if it's Renju. 89 saw ya.
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Damn it, Pewter. Boss?
Date. Run.
Boss!
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders! They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monica's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsushima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know,
What?
but you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation. As of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Aiba, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
What's the plan here? Oh. I mean, honestly, necessary, because he can totally take out Aiba, but...
Now tell me, where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Alright, take me there.
Well, Peter, I'll be sure to, say hi to your boyfriend for you. Okay, were they fiancés? I mean, he broke that guy's arm, so I feel like he can be okay for the most part. Yeah. The arm needed to go. He is totally capable of knocking us out and knocking Aiba out of commission, so... That arm gotta go. Band Factory, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? Corners of my mind were aching. You knew? Are we tapping into the morphogenetic
I'm
field?
sorry, but this is going to be bad.
Oh no, if you're saying that.
Someone has begun to access my stored memory.
Huh?
They're attempting to wipe all the data.
This is only Pure is already up, right?
Over the last 5 years,
Ah!
including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Already?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights.
He's trying to. Oh my god, he's trying to erase Aiba. No!
But that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most.
The little hammer makes me think of fucking Monokuma of all things. Oh no.
Programming. It would be able to destroy my mind.
Oh no.
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Dante. They are attempting to limit your power by removing me from the equation.
Monokuma.
Suppose their motivation
This
hardly
goes wrong. Aiba's gonna be pooing all over.
finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4
Then we're gonna
hours.
face real despair.
I will cease to exist.
We gotta save Aiba.
Date? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
All right, now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. It's fine. That should be plenty of time. I gripped my revolver and got moving.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
My eyes being erased, you know, nothing that bad. We've already lost our eye once. That's not a big deal. We just can't lose our buddy cop.
Is that...
Oh!
Renju?
God. You. What? You're plot locking me now? So that means only one place to go though. Yep, sure enough. 5 Tuesday. The video is to be believed Boss killed So. Because So had his left eye taken out, Boss must be the new Cyclops killer. Still though, so that's like definitely the big implication on this side, but for a while now I've had some severe doubts. The the big thing was that like when we talked to number 89, he explicitly said he'll kill again when he was talking about the new Cyclops serial killer, which I don't know, I'm not inclined to believe that was just like a goof on his part or anything like that. I don't get, and like it seems like Boss. It's weird. I think we can trust Boss on like the right path, but this path, on the other hand, at least this particular route. Let's see. Only way to find out is to dive in. Day 5, Tuesday, June 9. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 12:19 a.m.
Guys.
So Tsujima.
I just don't get why Boss is doing this. I'm very much doubtful that she's the actual new Cyclops killer.
Why?
Why indeed?
Boss? What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So?
Unfortunately, they have locked us in Boss's room where there is so many things to click on. We're gonna be here a little bit first. Version rug is laid out. Look at Boss's clock. Clock off to the side of her desk. Barry dying that thing so the hands have stopped. Brutus, please! No, Brutus never has anything good for us. Decorate a Christmas tree. That's been here since the first time I was in this room. I mean, it's already November, so I might as well leave it up at this point. Saw something else. Co-hanger. There's a lot of stuff hanging on that co-hanger. All the things. Police poster. That's also a police poster, please. Bags hanging on a rack. Matryoshka. Very descriptive, thank you. Gotta get that in one more time. What is this large key for? We never solved the mystery of the large key. Oh, no. Why do you need a floaty this big, Boss? Stationary bike for indoor training. May or may not be a coffee grinder. Has a computer on her desk. Type has a monitor built in. Fancy. It's the future. Boss's chair. Oh, darts machine. Still have PTSD from that one darts puzzle in VLR. Public bath door curtain. The map. Don't ask me where it's from. I don't know. Happy birthday. A little late. A little late game. Over restaurant door curtain. Pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. Not Bill-o'-lantern. Really look at things to distract from the conflict in front of us. Big catch. Don't think about Boss being a killer. Just think about the big catch. The Tanuki. Mario. Mario wasn't even talking to us. Ugh. One bottle. Rip Ma. Mario, help. I really don't think there's anything to talk about. We are in like full serious mode. There's Abba. Princess is actually Bears. Your princess is actually a criminal. She is under arrest. Boss's alibi for Shoko's murder is...
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
Not a great answer. Renju's murder in this timeline?
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Iris and Oda, we were talking to her on a phone, but...
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She used a PC.
PC?
Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Damn you, NordVPN! Aiding and abetting a criminal. VPN. Don't believe it. Boss?
The new Cyclops killer?
Still, though, we know that she's
Shoko,
not the one in the
Renju,
panda suit,
Iris,
but...
Ota, so... Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility.
Have you
Saul
heard about...
also had his left eye removed. Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Silenced. Silenced by NordVPN.
I know where the boss is.
Rip.
I have picked up her GPS.
You left her GPS on?
She is now at the Sagan residence.
No.
Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
No.
What?
Was so selling VPNs, is that why? Oh man. Politician just doesn't pay the bills anymore. You gotta take up a side hustle. Selling VPNs. Hitomi! Drew my gun from his holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
Wait a minute. I think I recognize what's going to happen. I called for her, but there was no reply. Didn't see Boss either.
I'll call Boss's phone.
This is the one thing I knew about AI before I started playing it. I think I know what's gonna happen. Your phone vibrating. Where's it coming from? It's coming from the sofa. No, it's not. It's out the window.
Not coming from outside.
Are you sure? Look outside.
Phone is somewhere in this room.
The one thing, I think we'll see. We'll see. Nothing major. I didn't really know exactly what's happening, so I had no clue about all of this. But I hear phone vibrating. It's with the lamp. We gotta break the lamp. Where's it coming from? Knock this lamp over. I hear phone vibrating. It's not on the bookshelf. It's in the cupboard. It's not in the cupboard. It's in the microwave. Oh shit, it might actually be in the microwave. Oh no, it's not in the microwave. Let's look at the microwave. Turn it to the store. IKEA. Yes. There's no phone in this lamp. We need to sell it back to IKEA. It's in the fridge. It's not in the fridge. It's in the bag of flour. It's in the sink. Someone pick up that phone. The phone is ringing. Someone pick it up. I'm sick of hearing that shit ring.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
I still need to get.
Hell?
Drop your
I still
weapon.
need to get the
Comply.
sound clip. The Phone is vibrating. Boss! Boss, you got a call.
Boss?
Boss? Sad officers. They're subverting me. They're not letting me talk to anyone. They're not letting me look at anything except the boss and the officers. They know my nonsense at this point. They've learned. MPD's elite tactical unit, the SAT. Boss is the culprit.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
I didn't kill anyone.
I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening to you.
Lower your weapons.
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
Do I not have authority?
What choice do I have?
SAT officers are training their guns on me. Not the Saturday police. I can at least look at all the individual dudes. Boss! Boss! Boss, what the fuck are you doing?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's
What?
ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Did you
Are
kill
you
them?
kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops
Are you playing
killer.
dumb or? I saw you kill
Why
So
do
at
you think
least.
that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Where's Hitomi?
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Fight!
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
It's time.
Think.
It's time. It's time. The one thing I got spoiled about AI beforehand, thanks to Novella's clip. That one Novella clip.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table?
Yeah!
Your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
It's
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Date!
Just look.
It can't be. This
Why is he told me just have that stuff laying
Most
around?
diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Why is he told me have it then in our house? He only has Iris. Ah!
Whoa! Limited edition!
Oh my god, Dante! Just fling the flower! Why did they shoot the flower? Fucking Dante, indeed.
What?
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets. Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
The cloud!
Just do as I say, and fast.
Why are we shooting a cloud flower? I wanna see. Oh, that knockoff lipstick. You that flower with your knockoff lipstick. Well, that was quick. Boss! Definitely looked like she was bleeding. That'd be a burn mark. No, right?
She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Ah, I see. That makes way more sense, but police headquarters, Tuesday, 2:31 a.m.
Boss
Oh!
is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Gonna sync with boss? Computer! I'm only trusting it because I know Renju's dead this time. He peered through the glass. Where's number 89?
I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
Why are you so cooperative? I mean, I know you have no reason to not cooperate with me this time,
Because
but
I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed Sosejima. After pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high.
took out the
Maybe she's
eye.
accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date.
Assuming that the people in the
I
new
want
Cyclops
this
serial
bad as
killings
you
who had their eyes removed
The truth.
because someone wanted to sync with them. What did boss want with
She has
So?
broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
Think machine. Feed. Think gear. Chair. Someone stop me. Someone save me from myself. I had to sync with her. Asking questions would just be wasting time. Besides, even if she was awake, I can't imagine she'd take kindly to an interrogation. Hitomi still hasn't been found. I have a bad feeling about this. There's a good chance that boss knows where she is. How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here. Talk to the
Date,
unconscious boss.
Talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Boss is lying on the sync subject chair. Computer, let's do this.
Computer, are the preparations done?
I need my mood lighting.
Let's get started.
Date.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
6 minutes. Or you're swapping buys with the bot. This is that factory, right? War has changed!
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
Yes!
It is of the utmost importance.
It is of the
At a
utmost
time like
importance!
this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
She's still doing the little dance.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Thinking in the refrain, open the door to Boss's truth. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Alright, let's see how this one goes.
A rusted metal door.
Does that say door 0? I'm sorry, I needed to take that one in. Take that one in. 999 seconds. And at times 999 timey. I have half a mind to just open this door because I just want to see what exactly why they are so insistent on this being like the death door to end all death doors. Do it for the meme.
No use. It won't budge.
You That's disappointing. Watch it go.
Date, there is no time left.
Damn it, what the hell is Boss up to?
Very fruitful investigation, guys. Good job. We did everything we could. Hold on, I need to see Iva dance again.
Time to loosen up.
Tackle it at least, Iva. Shaking my head. I know, right? Alright. This time for real. Oop, door A.
A door that looks like the Anywhere door.
Alright, open it.
It appears to be locked.
Oh, it's this one. Is that good this one, or bad this one, or... Door
A
1?
rusted metal door.
Good luck, my friend. Oh dear. Let's investigate this one.
It is faint, but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
Meat being
Bad
pierced?
feeling about this.
That's very specific. You have picks. Break the lock.
Break the lock with that.
Where do we get this ice pick?
I will try.
Look at her vibrate.
It worked.
All right.
Worked.
Open it.
Ah. Ooh.
Several keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Bad. Oh boy. Wow! 5?
It's a key.
Okay, it's not that bad.
It's a key.
No.
It's a key. It's a key.
I think it's gotta be this one. This is the only one with an
It's a key.
ice pick.
It's...
Pick it up.
The ice pick is next to this key. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
Date.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
A door that looks like the...
Open the door.
Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
It opened. Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Here is the next door.
A
Or
door
B.
with B written on it.
Tackle it.
Yeah,
Is that the correct answer?
it was. This is
You
the
love it
second
when tackle is
floor,
the
but
correct
it is
answer.
clearly not the door I just opened.
Tackle is always the answer.
Maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Door maze. I think there's anywhere to go, but
Door C.
backlit.
Well, that was easy.
It was. Oh, we're on the second floor again.
We leave the second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Never mind. Alarm. Oh no, this is gonna be where things start to branch out. Shelf.
Bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
Why 999 for sliding the gap? Just
Other than
investigate.
the wire tied to it, it is a normal shelf.
I don't think I used the
Also,
timey.
it appears that there is a door behind it.
To move the shelf, we need to...
That wire lead. Steel drum.
An oil drum hung with wire.
Do you even lift, eyeball? He's headbanging.
It's no use. I cannot lift it.
You could have told me earlier instead of wasting time.
Excuse you? Is that really something you should be saying to the one making all the effort?
There's a difference between being stubborn and not knowing when to quit.
There is?
An oil drum.
Oh well, give it a good push.
Oh,
Guess you should check that door.
And at least push. We'll have to work on your Donkey Kong impression later, Aiba. Second door.
a rusted metal door.
Shit. 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 Way too much time. Anywhere I can find like one of those 1 second timies.
Door.
Open it. Time is a bitch here. Oh boy.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
I'm back, you son of a bitch.
It does not appear to be locked.
Oh god.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
second door? There's of course a tenor. E345.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 345.
$3:45. The other one's gonna have 5 o'clock. Oh God. Hold on. What time did Renju die? Is there anywhere I can find like an easy thing that an easy indicator of like when Renju died? Case files. Oh no, is this gonna turn into like a final exam? Is this like the final exam, like, puzzle, Somnium? How have you been paying attention these past 6 months? Yeah, no, it's been so long, I don't remember, like... I'm assuming this is gonna be, like, what time did Renju's watch stop, so it'd be, like, what time did he die? But I have no clue for the life of me. I do not remember that at all. I think 8 o'clock's too... early? Ah, shoot, I might have to, like... I might actually have to leave the Somnium and, like... go back to, like, when Renju died. Just to see what time it was. You know what? This is a fantastic time to test something out anyway. I'm gonna save in file number 2 here. We're gonna... Oop, no. We're gonna jump back so I can see, and then I'm gonna try to reload that save and see if it drops me, like, back where I already was, or if it's gonna kick me back to the start. Oh, wait. 10:20 p.m.? But wait, I still need a time of death, don't I? Still need a proper time of death, don't I? I don't think I've seen, like, I don't think I see a 10:20. I might as well check, but I don't think I saw, like, a 10:20 watch. You!
What?
Or 10:45 at least. I think all the watches are, like, before 10:45. $8, $2.50, $5, and $3.45. Oh wait, there's also an 11. We can eliminate one watch so far. If nothing else, I'm probably wasting too much time just running around up here. Hold on, there was one other thing. I don't think it says it here. When was the... I mean, there was like the accident... Renji wasn't caught in that on the side. Do I just wing it? Was there even a point where like we actually learned like Renji's time of death? Because I don't remember. Probably be when we were talking to boss. Right? I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna go see if we figure out, like, if we actually heard about Renji's time of death here, and see if we can just reload into where we left off, or if I'm gonna be getting kicked back to the start of that Somnium.
You look awful.
My best friend, I don't have it in.
Nope.
You were the first on the scene, so... no way this was a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was...
The serial killer.
The news.
What?
That's the...
New?
Yes.
Cuter.
There is no... It's all over the... The killings...
6 years. Is that what you were...
Come on. Don't mention it here.
Renju had...
Right.
So perhaps you're missing your... So you... I'm
too tired.
I thought Tanuki.
We have a name to distinguish. It was for... That's all we have.
All right.
special.
Wait, no, I know. Hold on. You gotta get back out into, I want to say, like, maybe when we're, like, interrogating Iris instead. Because, like, there's, like, this whole big, like, investigation, like, questioning portion. Like, you're cross-examining her. We never did go and, like, actually visit, like, Matsushita Diner or Lemnis Gate with, Mizuki when we were with her, huh? We just kind of went to Golden Yokocho Marble and wound up getting thrown into the Kumakuras from there, huh? That's something I need to do at some point later. Come on, I better load up. Wait a minute, I saw it sometimes. Sometime after 6:15? See if I can find a more specific time then.
However, correct.
7 to 9. Seven to 9 might be the closest I'm getting.
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Iris could have choked if
Nope.
you are searching for proof of this. You will not find it here.
Around 8 p.m. Alright. Sick.
It's a key with the hands in Is this the correct answer?
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimated time of death.
D is written on the tag. Let's go, Date.
I'm gonna save that 1 second timey.
Hurry!
I will try the key.
Yeah, try it.
It opened.
See how well my re-review went. If I forgot that. I think I was literally watching like that video like of Novella's side like today or last night. Control panel.
Rows of monitors and buttons. This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Another key. While I'm thinking of it, I did grab... Son of a bitch. Give me 1 second! Grab this key, might as well since I'm already here. Then I gotta go find that hidden item again.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Give me that. Give me all the items. I need all the collectibles. So that reminds me, I still also need to go back and find out how to get the collectible from Date's Somnium. Never did find that out. Never have sat down and, like, tried to solve that one on my own. Maybe if I have time tonight. More messing around. Hey, there's the Mirul. How are you doing tonight? That door. Do I have to unfreeze the door? I'm gonna see if I need to do something first. Before I get myself a huge bad timey. Kick it! Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
It's just as I calculated.
You were surprised.
I knew that was going to happen.
A rusted metal door. Most of the ice is gone now.
Get in there.
I think I can open this door.
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm doing all right tonight. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cut away, cut away!
This key has control panel written on the tag.
Control panel? The one right there?
Open the third door.
Rows of...
Let's not burn 50 seconds on this.
appears to be old. I believe this
Manji
computer
ignoring the C
controls
comment like all
factory's
VTubers
electronics.
do. I don't know what you're
It
talking
appears to
about. I'm not a
require
lamp.
key to activate.
I'm not a lamp. Not worth this burn timing off 5 seconds.
There. Oh,
So?
Not the watercolor.
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
Am I going to have time? Oh no. Oh no. How'd you do be a cutie though? Thank you. Let's mess around. Let's push some buttons.
Hey, it got stuck.
This button is indeed the one needed to move the scaffold, but...
Huh. There might be another step we have to do first.
Oh no, there's more?
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
I have to mess around with the control panel more, don't I?
rows of monitors and buttons.
Or I'm not soon. I'm no lamp! What the?
It shrunk.
Rows of
Just go ahead and sleep on the job,
on top
Iba.
of the control desk?
That way you can push all of them at the same time, right?
Hit
Are you
all of the
insane?
buttons!
Don't you know? The line between insanity and genius is razor thin.
Even
He
still,
says with that
you are
dumb
firmly on
face.
the insane side.
Whatever, just try it.
If I must.
That barely lowered. How's it looking from your
I
side?
know soon.
The switches are precisely aligned with the pressure points on my back. Can I stay here a little longer?
Yes, you earned the break.
Just put it back.
Hit buttons. That's the answer.
Oh,
I see.
it extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
We even have time. Means I just need to open the B door. Can we make it in time? That is the question. Wait, where is that?
Date, 30 seconds.
Do I need to go through another door first?
Door D.
Date, you're out of time.
Oh, I already went through the D door. No. What am I thinking? Maybe I can make it as is. We already did that. Okay.
Rows of
Burn
This, I
50
believe
seconds
it-
on this.
rows. There. Oh,
So,
I see.
okay, let's...
Rows of.
Try.
Rows.
Oh,
I see. Rows.
it extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
I just stupid. I could just kept going from door D.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Door.
Or B. B. It was door B again. Shoot, everything about this maze has flown out of my head because I was too busy focusing on, like, when was Renju murdered again?
Doors.
I need to go through door C. Wasn't door B back?
door be-
I'm running low on time. Just use up those timies. And hope and pray I don't need more than just the 1 second timey.
Date, 30 seconds!
Door F.
Door F.
This is the first time we've seen it.
F in the F in the chat. Tackle it!
The first floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
I have to tear those planks off though, don't I? Is that a ladder or is that a step ladder?
An iron ladder.
Oh my god!
An iron ladder.
Tackle the ladder.
Ready?
Tackle that step ladder. Which one is it? I have a... iron, actually. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa! This somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
Let this one be the end.
I'm going to open it.
So... well, we did it. Still need to figure out how to clear with time to spare, but...
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
what's the secret? Huh? What?
What the hell is going on?
Everyone's a killer. I mean, boss is next.
Tate, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
Everybody's here. Everybody's the killer. Awaken. Open the 4th door. Violence is the only option. Murder is better. Yes. Kill. Day 5, Tuesday, Ihai. Police headquarters, 3:14 a.m. Rue, put on a t-shirt. T-shirts
I took a
when...
look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick.
Speaking of shirts, what about shirts?
Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were
Come on,
committed
cheap
by
merch
different
when...
people.
Oh,
There
that's a
wasn't just
pipe
one
dream and a
killer.
half.
That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it? There's only
Dumb
one
quote.
culprit,
Should I put on a shirt?
one person, and that person is...
This is the killer! No. The camera did it. This one. Luck of the draw says that is the one. That is what we put on a shirt. Someday. I'll keep that in mind if I ever get the opportunity to play TKO with people. For sure confirmed. Who is the new Cyclops killer? I mean, let's start with Renju? No, that's not it. Oh, it was Oda, that pet shrimp! Oh, it was collateral damage. You play TKO with you now. You can't be the culprit. God. So many Jackbox games that need to be played. Iris! It's not Iris. Are you sure about that? Pewter! It was you. It was you all. It's not Pewter. So? No, it isn't. Are you sure about that? Shoko did it! It could be, but...
Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Wait a minute.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain.
Wait a minute. I think it's come to me. Pretty much the reason why all the people of all the victims of the new Cyclops serial killings have had their eyes removed. Oh boy.
You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
I'm not the only one who decided. I'm not the only one who thought about
There's a
body
prototype
swapping
sync
with
machine
the
there.
boss. Or am I?
You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse.
If I'm gonna leave that thought for later.
Now, you're in Boss's body. Inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
So the thought I had is that it starts with Shoko dying, and that's Renju. That means the new Cyclops killer is already in Renju, and since that happens, no matter what, they're in Renju in the other timeline. Renju is already dead in the other timeline. At least his consciousness, his whatever, his personality, whatever it is you want to say that makes Renju is already dead. Anyone who got swapped with him. Oh boy. This is gonna be a mess to puzzle out. Eyes look clouded and dark. Give me the details of the crimes.
Before
all
I
of them.
do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine?
Did we get told that in this route?
And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of.
Oh my god, are we tapping into
Why
the
is
morphogenetic field?
That's...
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
What is this plot? This is a Kotaro Uchikoshi plot! It's bad shit! And we love it. Totally blanked out that last line. I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? You know something else I just thought of? Another thing I just thought of is that since the killer is hopping bodies on this timeline, they started in Renju, but they swapped to Iris to kill Renju, which means that even on this route, Iris is dead. Even Iris is dead from like pretty much here on. Her consciousness is just gone, and somebody else is in. Oh god. Killer went into Iris. They swapped over to So, which means that So's consciousness is in Iris from the polar point. Your Oshi is dead and has been replaced by an old politician. Oh no. So wound up dead in like Oda's route, so I'm guessing that was Boss? I'm guessing that they decided to swap over with Boss on that one. But huh. That must mean we actually did legitimately kill the new Cyclops serial killer in Mizuki's route. Huh. Granted, no matter what, Iris is dead as... Oof. Oh man, that's a lot to take in. Story, yeah, that's a mess. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Who was inside Iris during the interrogation on Sunday?
That was me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite, the one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So
1%,
a
lovely.
parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
Keep going.
I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
Don't stare at me like that.
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That was
That's
yours!
It was me.
That's why it was so weird and screwy. How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? Something else was troubling me. That
What's
was
going
your
on
face. You got body swapped.
Saito. Saito Sejima. Congressman Sejima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
It's our face, isn't it? The original Cyclops serial killings. That was done by Saito, wasn't it? At the very least, the first one of Monica's was, which was also the murder we saw on the other end with Congressman So's Somnium. We're piloting Saito Sejima's body, aren't we?
Fine.
So who are
I
we
still have
then?
time.
Time?
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start?
It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. If we think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I'd ask him. Let's just take this from the top. Friday?
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m.
How long were you in
I
Shoko
had him
for?
meet
Were
me
you
at
the
the
one
chemical
responsible for
plant.
slapping
I
Mizuki?
made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Saturday?
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie.
You used his pet
I told him
shrimping.
that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And
Worse.
just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
They at least copped to that in one of the other timelines, so it's good to know that he wasn't just completely telling lies. At least now when he has back pushed to the wall on that front. Sunday
morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled.
You actually went and did
I am,
Iris's
of
shit
course,
for her?
referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned. I went
guess
to
that makes
Lemniscate and
sense, but
performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju.
is that the first time?
I didn't think Ota had seen me.
That'd be the first time Saito would be seeing Kaname Date.
So, of course,
least
I
his
didn't
body.
expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right?
And I have to wonder.
Then you synced into my mind.
Now I gotta wonder if the fact that, because there's like a point where like you do thermographs on her, on Saito and Iris's body, and nothing really comes up. They're like, oh, Iris might be a natural liar, so we can't really trust the thermograph. I've been figuring that like for a little while. I've been figuring that like it might not be the fact that she's a natural liar. It might just be that her body, the tumor was like really screwing up the body temperature thing. But now we know all this about Saito Sejima being in there. I can very easily see him being a natural liar. So now I have to wonder which one it was that was like messing with the thermograph. So I imagine she still had the brain tumor when I imagine Sile still had the brain tumor when he was surfing Iris's body. No, just something I just started thinking about. There's a lot of logistics things that, like, might be interesting to think about now that we have all this extra context.
But you didn't get what you were looking for.
It's too big brain
did
for
you?
me, yeah.
As a result, you had no choice.
It's an
but to release
Uchigoshi
me.
game, they're very big brain, especially if you haven't been keeping up from the start.
I didn't want to go home right away.
Don't
I know
forget,
there might be
this is
police
part
waiting for
10.
me. That would
The
make it
almost
difficult to
6-month-long
sneak out at night.
playthrough. Oh,
And that would
man.
put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do.
God damn it, Oda.
After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink.
You know, that does explain one last thing that I just realized. Now it makes sense why Now it makes sense. Sayo took the knife from Mayumi, at least on the other side of this particular branch. Because it's Sayo. They were planning on pulling some shit. They were planning on the murder shit. Oh man, that was something when I saw like that was something I saw like again like that was something I thought about when I was watching Novella's video. Like there never really was much of a reason given as to why Iris would take the knife from Mayumi and like the other half of like this particular branch, the branch going away from this dark timeline. Like Mayumi had the brain tumor, but that wouldn't really Mayumi, or not Mayumi had the brain tumor, my goodness. Iris had the brain tumor, so she does like weird things, but nothing quite as dangerous as taking a knife from someone. Especially since, like, considering how that knife just got used, like, in the crime afterwards. Oh boy.
When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live.
So many fun things to
Yes,
think about when I'm
the
rewatching
Sugima residence.
all the rewatching Novella's playthrough of this later, I guess.
Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time.
Yeah, I don't think you want an 18-year-old
But I
look
thought
like
I could
Iris
use that to
walking
my
up to someone and be like,
So I pushed on
I'm
the
not gonna
intercom
finish
and
that joke.
Sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me.
how much of a mindfuck is that? That just, like, apparently... How much of a mindfuck would that be that, like, your very own kid comes up to you in the body of a woman who looked exactly like the woman that they had killed and being like, hey, Dad, I need you to come with me. I'm never sus out there. I would never say anything suspicious or questionable.
We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces. I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house. This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location.
Yup.
Okiura Fishery Cold Storage.
Different bodies, but one sick, twisted person driving them
I
all.
arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Why the
Because
stream?
of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well...
Why go
we
the
saw
extra
it.
mile for the stream?
Of course. I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think
Hey,
he was the killer.
Space Rag, how you
just wanted to
doing?
throw
I
a
hope
wrench
you're
into the
down for
investigation.
very
Matters
much
found out about.
Endgame revelations of AI the
This
Somnium
all
Files,
happened
cause
Monday morning.
holy
I left
shit.
the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Dude, we sang her KD every kill. Dude just really likes his 100%. Dude just really likes having like a nude person to have. Oh boy, how you doing tonight, Space Rack? I might have like missed part of what she, or what's I was saying. Spoilers, there's AI in the Somnium Files or something like that. You got it. You got it in one. Guess you know all the spoilers. But yes, we are face to face with the killer who is driving the body of our boss. Our hot boss. Oh no. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. I very much have been enjoying this. I've had so much fun with it, the Somnium Files. I'm almost sad that it might be over tonight. I spoke with Grace, no sign of remorse, but I do really want to see the end of this. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Why did you take out your victim's eyes? Well, we know that. He takes out the victim's eyes because the sync machine literally requires you to kind of like poke out their eyes, so why give them back to him if he's just gonna kill him?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
I knew. Prototype sync machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. Machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear enter through the gap between the eyeball and socket. They then travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. But the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye manually. Subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connections to the brain isn't necessary. Extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. I think it was mentioned like earlier in the game that you can because I remember like O was telling like a story about a dude who like laughed his eyeballs out and then just popped them back in. Apparently that is a thing that you can in fact do, since as long as like those blood vessels and the optic nerve aren't severed, you can just pop it back in, no problems. That would still fucking scare the ever-loving shit out of me, though. No, gacha games rare is common. Oh. Don't remind me about the gacha game hell. got Genshin a while back. I don't need to be reminded about their sense of rarity. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Keep going.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
Not like Rohan, at least. That was just a means to an end.
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Well, we know... Oh god, that's right. We do know what happened to one of the eyeballs. We know what happened to Shoko's eyeball. Oh god.
Shoko's is in Renju.
Yep. Just fucking made
Renju's is
Renju
in
eat
Iris.
Shoko's eyeball.
Iris's isn't bad.
You just make everyone eat the
That's
person's
his
eyeball! What the fuck?
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Fucked up. Why didn't the sink victims resist after waking up? You didn't let them wake up, did you?
Ah, the prototype sink machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sink. That kept them docile.
It's twisted. That is an understatement. Why display the bodies? Stop staring at me like that!
To harass you.
What?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
This is literally the most extreme form of trolling there is. You're deranged. What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it. What can I say? Of
Wait a
course,
minute.
It was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut.
Wait a minute, that's right. It was mentioned before. Didn't, like, Pewter say that the reason that the Cyclops killer killed was because like, they have a condition that, like, messed up their dopamine or their love hormone secretion or whatever? So the only way they could get all that was by murdering people? Top number one griefer, indeed. Well, like, that would explain, like, the original Cyclops killings, or at least Monica's, but, like, wouldn't jumping from a different body, like, mess with that? Wouldn't you get, like, a brain or whatever that would pump that stuff out perfectly fine?
If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
Who am I really?
My father, of course.
Who is Kaname Date really?
That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
What's the matter? You upset that Dad punished you?
This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. We always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
Daddy issues to the
So I'll be needing
highest
it
extent.
back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago.
Who am I?
That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
You just kept killing because that's what you knew from before.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date? That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Is that the medication?
They must have increased your dosage too much.
That's the medication.
No, but
That's why whenever it
the
seems
person
like
who
they're
had this
slipping,
disorder
he
was
goes
number
into violent
89,
tendencies.
The original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange.
How do we get here?
That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That
Huh?
must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
Rohan's suicide was probably Sail murdering them? I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine
Come
the
on, Date,
specifics
you
using
can't be
Saito
losing the
as our
plot at this
starting
point.
Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
And before So?
Iris.
Iris to Renju to Shoko.
And before that, Renju.
He jumped him. Who he jumped
And
from?
before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Whose body were you in before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man.
We're in
They
Rohan.
housed me in a
Is that why
special
Rohan
hospital,
suddenly went
but I still have
more
these
violent
fragments of
with
my
cheese
mind.
graters and potato
Just
peelers?
as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Were you before Rohan?
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words...
That's... Am I real?
Oh. That means we were Uncle all along. One disadvantage of the Switch. Constant loading of... yeah, all these. A lot more loading compared to other versions from what I've seen.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back.
Like hell.
It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Huh? Wait, but 70% more load? Oh!
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Aiba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Computer, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Excuse me? Even despite all this, we can still look at random shit in the room. I know there's nothing at this point, we're too far in. Smile of mocking ridicule is on her face. On one hand, having a boss's body isn't the worst of deals, but but this is what he wants. To go to hell.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body. You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
I'm not doing it.
You want to see what will happen?
I think you're bluffing.
And tears and scatters.
How do I know that's not a trigger bomb? I don't see you with a trigger.
If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
I mean, honestly, it makes more sense for them to not be bluffing. No! I'm just gonna keep saying no. I didn't agree, no matter how many times he demanded it of me. I refused again and again. Okay. It was not a bluff. It was, in fact, not a bluff. Bad and deserved. Yeah, I deserve that one. How far back is that gonna kick me? Okay, fine. You win.
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
Police headquarters, Tuesday, 4:28 a.m.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised.
We at least took the gun off of him, right?
However, it might be too late by now.
What?
God damn it!
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Date, are you alright?
His voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. What was building on my palms. Felt like my throat was closing up and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Oda, Tomi, Boss. The flesh remains, the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me.
worlds exist.
Words suddenly echoed in my head. Couldn't remember who, or where, or why. I thought that if there really was such a world, then me in that world, I as another...
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. Well, it sure wasn't ending. Those are some credits. There is still a much better one waiting. But oh boy, that's one to take in. That's certainly a different take on the submarine route and, yeah, the submarine ending from 999, huh? Everybody's dead. Everybody we care about, they're dead. Their personality's gone. Just Aiba, Date in Boss's body and Pewter now, basically. Oh yeah, and there's Mama. Mama's still alive at least. And Mizuki. Again, I can't believe I forgot about Mizuki for a split second there. Mizuki's still alive at least. But, this is gonna be a very awkward explanation. He got Booba now. There are definitely far worse bodies to be in than bosses, but I don't think this is the situation Date would have wanted for a body swap. Gonna actually let the credits play out this time and not accidentally skip them like I did with Iris's route. Not that it really matters all that much. I made sure that I didn't wind up like missing some like after credits scene by skipping the credits in Iris's route, but no. Pretty sure that that happens after the credits movie. If they were gonna have an after credits scene like they did in Oda and Mizuki's routes. Appreciate all them people that do work on this game. Oh yes, a lot of work was done for this game, and it should go appreciated, even when we get a dog dirt awful ending like this. Annihilation route, and never has there been a better title for the worst route. I mean, submarine route. It's one thing to call it the submarine ending. It's another thing to call it annihilation route. Let's save over that bad end. We don't need that. And now to play the game of will this take me? Now to play the game of will this take an hour or longer? Thought they was restrained to the sync machine when he woke up. His body was shorted out from taser shock and only her communication function was still working. Then a man entered, Saito, who was in number 89's body. Wait, he wants to swap our bodies, so he's essentially putting us all back. So he's essentially putting the two of us back where we belong. Jake, you think this is gonna take me like an hour, or you think this is gonna be longer? So I imagine since we're getting stuck in the sync machine, are we gonna have to do another Somnium section? Or probably maybe not, since like he's the one in charge in this one. I can find out. Yeah, if you can find out. If you have a way to find out, I'd like to know, because I don't want to get started on this and it turns out like, oh yeah, it's gonna be more of a 3-hour affair. Like, especially since I don't know if there's like anything like afterwards. Because I remember like VLR had like quite a few like kind of epilogue stuff when you were like on the path of like the true ending. Epilogue and like other extra stuff as you were going through it. Like there could actually be more than just like what I can see in the flowchart right now. Till then, I'll at least get started on it, and if I do wind up on like a proper Somnium section, then I'll decide. I don't think that long. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can finish this tonight, right now. Day 6, Wednesday. So sigh. It's the longest one. I imagine that this is the longest route, but we're already a good chunk in. Abandoned Factory, Wednesday, 12:55 a.m. Actually, maybe it might be. I don't know. Yeah, he was in Renju's body all this time since he couldn't really find a place to.
Damn it!
Couldn't find a point to already swap with anyone.
Well,
He just swapped with 89.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Considering they were probably driving the body of his kid.
Killer is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
You're Saito Tsuchima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renji's
DC
body
Douglas
around
once again is the main
without his left
villain.
eye. You were inside Renji, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you
Have
can
him all
use the
of his
sync machine
wounds.
to exchange minds?
Put him through the ringer.
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
How? How do I know that? Why do I know that? I'm tapping into the morphogenetic field! Why do I know about Cytle, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me.
I'm gonna keep making that
this
joke.
body was originally...
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
Words came out easily. I don't know why. In the moment of harsh realization, I knew. Number 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Do I? I can't.
Hey, how about a little help here?
What are you doing?
I was this close with just talking to Saito and getting on with it. Now I'm glad that this guy isn't much help. I can't do anything like this. Come on, man, can help me out here. I've been driving this thing for 6 years. That means it's mine now, right? There are lots of books. Long desk in the corner of the room. Saw something else glow green. I saw it. Chemical bottles. Bottle of chemicals. I'm glad I went through all that trouble. CRT. There's nothing on the screen. Darn. No TV. Shelves full of medical chemicals. Plastic bucket. Very descriptive. Crane! We got him with the crane! It worked once! We already killed him once by hitting him with... We already killed him once after he got hit with a crane. It's gotta work again, right? Sort of. Oh no, operating table. I don't like that. Don't want to look at that. Not in this scenario. Metal shelf. A lot of stuff. Lockers. What's inside the locker? Manual. Prototype Sig Machine Instruction Manual. Wait, how do I know that's a manual? Morphogenetic field. Probably the Prototype Sig Machine Manual. Renju's body. Renju, I don't believe it. Saito. Where's Iris and Hitomi? Good thing he's patient.
Don't
I know,
worry,
right?
I haven't killed them yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet.
Sure weren't that.
Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
It's time for monologue like a Bond villain. It's early Wednesday morning. Who was killed last Friday. It was day 1, which makes today day 6. 5 days. What was Saito up to? Decided to ask him what he did every day until now. I think really day 2 is like the most interesting one, because that's the one, I want to say that's the one where he got into the accident, right? Take it from the top. That's how I explain what he did on Friday. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this band. What the? Hey! I wasn't done yet! 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko and brought the body to Bloom Park. As he explained this to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. Didn't understand why. Shoko was being etched into my brain. Why was Shoko's rental phone the horse?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Day 2, Saturday.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. I even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember?
I've been spending all that time with
Saturday
Iris.
evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her. The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
We spook her so much that she...
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Sunday?
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you. But when you tried to bring her here...
Try to bring her here. Come on.
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
Speaking of Monday.
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma.
Oh no.
The man you call Pewter.
Someone needs to call Pure and tell him Renju's dead. The story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
I wasn't even really in on it. Pure came up with a plan to help number 89 escape. Rohan, as number 89, got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. Why did you want number 89 to escape, other than, the fact that you want his body?
I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ. I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with number 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about. But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
The shooting.
Just mercenaries I hired. After I
You just randomly picked up some mercenaries?
They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
Oh, right.
Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without consulting me.
Very natural indeed. Naturally. Tuesday?
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
Monica's murder 18 years ago.
I was only 12, but I remember it vividly.
Still waiting on
On that
okay.
day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District. I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me. And she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland. And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this.
Sure did ruin everything, Saito.
And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives.
Yes, mistakes like you do tend to do that, don't you, Saito?
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started? Give me my body back. What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
So what's gonna happen here?
All right, it's ready.
I don't think he kept the optic nerve. Damn indeed. Did like it was nothing. Jesus. Yeah. Just, you know, taking out my entire eyeball. Anyway, you want the time left? Sure.
This is the sink room. That was
2 or 3 hours.
Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Oh no. I think 2 or 3 hours is a little bit too much. Because I think I mentioned it before, but I do kind of need to be... Not necessarily... I need to be able to wake up early in the morning if need be. Sinking in the chain. Search Kaname Date. Date Kaname. Best special agent. Verify identity.
What?
What? Wait a minute. Wait a second. Do we even do anything in here, or...?
Am I being synced?
Time's not moving, I notice. Yeah, so while I am wanting to be down for late streams, like I said, I do need to be up at some point. I need to be able to wake up. One more stream. I might even, like, do my original plan and, like, do this Saturday. This might be the first time in a long time that I do 2 streams in 1 week. One last AI stream. Next time, for sure. Ending in perhaps more. I know there was definitely more in VLR. Let me see. I'm down for a raid tonight. But I will say I don't really have much in the way of people I'm following who are currently up. At least not people that I'm comfortable raiding with, like, my small self. Let's check. I see 2 other people playing AI the Somnium Files other than myself. There's no way that I am, like, the person who has the most amount of viewers right now. Well, it looks like one of them isn't a VTuber. One of them is a VTuber, the other one isn't. You think that's the game plan? Yeah, that's the one I see who is also a VTuber and playing AI the Somnium Files. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Let me go ahead and get ready for that. I'm down to rate someone since I'm gonna... Yeah, alright, I see you already took care of it for me. Thank you, Jake. We are going to be... You can start the array of... I can do it, thank you. Think I can... We are going to be rating one Sylvierchii. They are also playing AI the Somnium Files. I think I saw Renju's dead body, so they're on the left side path right now. Yeah, they're hanging out with Mizuki, so... Thank you both very much. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I thought this was going to be the night, but I am totally down for one more AI stream to well and truly finish it off. Finish it off the proper way. I'm super happy I got to do another Thursday stream. It's been a while since I've given myself time for a Thursday night stream. I did miss having my good buddy like here for me for the start and not like too busy doing their own thing, you know. One last time on Saturday, let's go. One last stream. For now, we're gonna turn it over to Sylvierchii. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you for the next the Somnium Files stream. Hope the finale for sure. See you then. Good night.
Why?